Qantas, Australia's national airline, has recently announced a major change in its uniform policy for cabin crew. The new policy allows male cabin crew to grow their hair and wear makeup, and female cabin crew to wear flat shoes and no makeup. This is a significant departure from the previous rules, which required female staff to wear heels, hosiery and makeup, and male staff to have short hair and no jewelry or makeup. The new policy aims to promote diversity and inclusion among Qantas employees, and to reflect the changing preferences and expectations of customers and society. The decision to relax the uniform standards came after a lengthy review by Qantas, which consulted with unions, employees, and customers. The review found that many staff felt the old rules were outdated, restrictive, and uncomfortable. Some staff also reported experiencing health issues such as back pain, varicose veins, and skin irritation due to the mandatory uniform items. The review also considered the feedback from customers, who expressed a desire to see more natural and authentic service from Qantas staff. The new policy has been welcomed by many Qantas employees and unions, who praised the airline for being progressive and respectful of individual choices. Some staff said they felt more confident and comfortable in their work environment, and that they could express their personality and identity better. Others said they appreciated having more options and flexibility in their appearance, especially when traveling to different climates and cultures. However, the new policy also faced some criticism from some quarters, who argued that it compromised the professionalism and image of Qantas. Some customers said they preferred the old uniform standards, which they associated with quality and safety. Some staff said they felt pressured to conform to the new norms, or that they missed the sense of pride and tradition that came with wearing the old uniform. Qantas has responded to the criticism by saying that the new policy does not mean a loss of standards or quality, but rather a recognition of diversity and individuality. The airline said that it still expects its staff to maintain a high level of grooming and presentation, and that it will provide guidance and training on how to achieve this. The airline also said that it will continue to monitor the feedback from staff and customers, and make adjustments if necessary. The new policy is part of a broader overhaul of Qantas's uniform design, which was launched in 2016 by acclaimed Australian designer Martin Grant. The new design features a French navy, Qantas red, ruby red, and fuchsia palette, with garments designed to be flattering on all body shapes. The new design also includes a hat for female cabin crew, a trench coat for cooler climates, and a modern navy suit for pilots. Qantas is not the first airline to adopt a more flexible and inclusive uniform policy for its staff. Other airlines such as Virgin Atlantic, Air New Zealand, and British Airways have also relaxed their rules on makeup, hair, and footwear in recent years. These changes reflect a global trend towards more casual and personal styles in the workplace, as well as a growing awareness of diversity and inclusion issues. The change follows a lengthy uniform review by Qantas and lobbying from unions, who argued that the previous rules were outdated and discriminatory. Qantas has decided to relax its uniform standards for cabin crew to allow more diversity and inclusion among its staff. The new policy, which is the biggest overhaul of its uniform policy in 10 years, will allow male cabin crew to grow their hair and wear makeup, and permit women to wear flat shoes and no makeup. The previous rules required female cabin crew to wear makeup, hosiery, and high heels, while male cabin crew had to have short hair and were not allowed to wear jewelry or makeup. These rules were seen as rigid and sexist by some employees and unions, who pushed for a more flexible and modern dress code that reflects the diversity of Qantas staff and customers. Qantas said the new policy was designed to give its employees more choice and comfort, while still maintaining a professional and consistent appearance. The airline also said it was proud of its history of working with some of the world's best designers to create uniforms that are stylish, comfortable, and representative of the Australian spirit of travel. The new policy will apply to all Qantas Group employees, including pilots, ground staff, and engineers. However, it will still be mandatory that employees wear specific uniform pieces together, conceal tattoos, and wear hosiery with a dress or skirt. The new policy will also not affect the safety standards or operational requirements of the airline. The change is expected to be welcomed by many Qantas employees, who have expressed their support for a more inclusive and diverse workplace culture. Qantas said it consulted with its employees and unions throughout the uniform review process, and received positive feedback on the proposed changes. The airline hopes that the new policy will enhance its reputation as an employer of choice and a leader in the aviation industry.